from the east, Middle East to the west. And though one have fought the other, I will now take the generation that despises the hatred, the malice, and the evil of the gods that have no resurrective power. And I will join a sound, and they will begin to sing the songs of the Lord, just like they did when David was taken. And God said, those that went to Babylon, the Babylonians said to them, sing us one of the songs of Zion. And they said they laid their harps on the willows, for they could not sing the Lord's song in a foreign land. God said, no more. I will cause my song to be sung in a foreign land, says the Lord, and Babylon shall hear the sound of Yeshua. Because God is dealing right now with a spirit that is endeavoring to grip Washington, D.C., the Capitol, the White House, and strangle it so it will not make the declaration of who is king and who is Lord. Forget McCain. Forget Ron. Forget Huckabee. Forget them all. Forget about Clinton, Obama. God says, I am the one that will make the sound of victory. The Spirit of God said, there is a cloud that has come upon the United States of America. There is a vicious cloud. But God said, many look and say, it brings a storm. It brings lightning. But God said, I am taking the same cloud that has come for destruction, and I have transformed it so that it will bring life and a new sound to this nation. To bring not just revival, but times of refreshing and times of restoration. They will stand in their White House and say, we are the chief commanding officers. But God said, suddenly life will be, I will say it, suddenly be still, demonic forces. Life will be snuffed out. For God said, even though some will say, what do we do now? There has been a death. God said, I will prove myself in this next administration and bring times of refreshing and times of restoration. 5 times I will do it. And God said, they will say, this is a revival that we have never experienced before. This is that which they spoke about when Abraham looked ahead. This is what he saw. God said, what Abraham saw, this is it. What Daniel saw, this is it. There shall be no Super Tuesday. There shall be no super day. God said there will be a stupid day. But listen, remember the cloud that has come. But I will walk into that house that you called white, and I will prove myself in a way that you have never seen, shaking both in charge to the core. There will be a change within those 4 years, and that change will be a sign to my people. Your time of refreshing and your time of restoration has come. This is what he said. Do not be disheartened at the elections, for you shall be, many of you. So, well, it's a man. No, it's not a man. It's not a woman. God said, in the term starting God spoke about death. Now I have to be careful how I word this. This is a spiritual matter. But there shall be a swift change in the next 4 years. Even though elections took place, people were voted in, God said, do not be disheartened. For when this takes place, people will begin to shake and they will get fearful. And then my people shall be needed. And the voice of the prophets will invade every department of government. How is this? We want a Christian as a president. God said, "Phooey! What you want is righteousness within the system. And I am sending apostles and prophets into the system, says the Lord. Therefore, do not fear when death strikes, for resurrection comes straight after that, says the Lord of hosts." Come on! Out of the caves you come. Out of the den you are commanded to come. Out of the furnace, come. Come. For Spirit of God said, enough is enough. My people have fallen into fear. But today, fear and intimidation have received a severe blow. And God said, the prophet holds by its neck and strangles the force of witchcraft, intimidation. I choke you. You have no power over this house, over these people, over this nation, over our families. You are doomed for failure, says the